Thanks for tuning to your station, the Africa Independent Television, and welcome to your program, Security Watch Africa. On this program, we bring to you that information you need to keep your life safe and secure. Like you can see, we are in the mood already of the Christmas celebration. In fact, it's countdown to that wonderful period of the year when people celebrate with their loved ones. And also, it's a season of celebration for us here in AIT. Just a few hours from now, AIT will be 25 years old. 25 years anniversary is not been an easy journey, but so far so good. We'll give God the glory. Yes, on this program, we'll bring you that information. But one thing I want to point out is that the youths of Nigeria are beginning to get more violence. With the report of attacks on their mates at school is very, very disturbing. And this calls for urgent attention by the parents, school authorities, and the society as a whole. I've heard a lot of people talk about law enforcement agencies, but there's little or nothing the law enforcement agencies can do at this stage. It's a responsibility of the parents to bring up their child well, and also the school's authority to monitor what happens within their school environment. And it's very, very sad that cultism has gone even to primary school levels. It's very, very sad. It connotes a lot of danger for the future of this country. But again, I want to also repeat our call last week when we said that with the hit being on these terrorists and insurgents in the northeast and the northwest, so many of them from intelligence report we've gathered are moving down towards the southwest and southeast. It's time for the law enforcement agencies, the Nigeria Police intelligence unit, to rise up and ensure that these people are fetched out before they commit any serious damage to our society. Really, it's something that we must take seriously before mayhem is let loose on innocent Nigerians. Yes, quickly, let's go to today's program. The package we have for you today is quite loaded, but also during the week, a news broke about the I don't know what to say. It's something that has been troubling. Like you see every week, we'll remind you about COVID being available, still being among us, and we must take every step to ensure that we protect ourselves and loved ones by putting on your face mask, washing your hands regularly, or use alcohol-based sanitizer to protect yourself. But another incident that happened is the discovery of Omicron variant of the coronavirus. So sad, but I believe that the world will overcome it. Let's bring to you a poster Security Watch Africa put together by Elizabeth Tanko.
Since the first case of coronavirus was reported, the whole world has faced the most difficult challenge, which has affected all spheres of life and crippled the world economy. World Health Organization (WHO), which is spearheading the global fight against the deadly virus, declared it a pandemic. And all the countries of the world experienced one form of lockdown and strict restrictions of movement and gatherings. With the discovery of vaccine to stop the spread of the virus, the world heaved a sigh of relief, but the virus has continued to mutate into different and somehow more dangerous variants. Even as the world was about to declare victory over the Delta variant, a new variant known as Omicron was discovered again. Omicron, which is described as very deadly and spreads faster, was discovered by scientists in South Africa from samples collected from 4 European diplomats visiting Botswana. Since then, this mutated coronavirus is spreading across the world. Countries are once again locking the borders against citizens of some countries. How long can the world withstand this devastating virus? Can countries' economies still survive another round of lockdowns? How about many lives that are dying on a daily basis? Where and when is the solution coming? These are the questions begging for urgent answers. Elizabeth Tanko, Security Watch Africa, Abuja.
these questions beg for answers from scientists and the world leaders on how to go, because I don't think any country can withstand lockdown like we experienced last year and early this year. We're hoping that the world will bounce back and continue with its normal activities. And as the year comes to an end, we hope that we will not go into the year 2022 with this pressure still on us. Yes, let's go to another aspect, which is now in Nigeria, talking about what the Nigerian Army is doing in ensuring that Nigeria is made safer than it used to be. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Farouk Yahaya, ensured that the Army work in a joint environment so that there can be victory, and that victory is being recorded tremendously across the country. Sit back as we bring you this report by Shuli Daniels.
In line with the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Farouk Yahaya's vision, which is a Nigerian army that is repositioned to professionally defeat all adversaries in a joint environment. The Nigerian Army, leading other security agencies in joint operations, has continued to record tremendous successes in various theaters of operations. At a media briefing by the Acting Director of Media Operations, Brigadier General Bernard Onyuko highlights some of the recent achievements by the Troop of the Northeast, Operation Hadinkai, in their areas of responsibility.
Troops in Baga Town arrested a notorious terrorist named Mr. Haladu Saleh, who has been on Security Forces watch list since 2018. Similarly, along Bukarti Yusufari Road and Mai Mahari checkpoint along Budambwa Road, troops intercepted and impounded Boko Haram terrorists' logistics supplies, following credible intelligence on terrorist activities at Kararawa village. Troops raided their enclave and recovered arms and ammunition as well as assorted drugs, and arrested 2 drug peddlers named Mr. Ezekiel Carson and Galadima Bako with large quantities of cannabis, sativa. In the course of these operations within the last 2 weeks, no fewer than 90 terrorists were neutralized and 21 of them arrested. Also, 98 assorted weapons, including AK-47 rifles and 2,589 rounds of ammunition, were recovered within the period. Additionally, 7 kidnapped civilians were rescued, while the terrorists and their families continue to surrender to own troops. Within the last 2 weeks, a total of 996 Boko Haram terrorist elements and their families, comprising 203 adult males, 302 adult females, and 491 children surrendered to own troops at different locations in Borno State. All recovered items have been handed over to appropriate authorities for further action.
General Onyuko also gave details of Operation Hadrin Daji, which covers the North Central.
Within the period in focus, troops executed a series of land and air operations in different locations within Operation Hadrin Daji area of responsibility. These operations were executed at Rumka and Nasarawa villages in Safana local government area and Kaiga Malami village, all in Katsina State, where armed bandits and logistics suppliers were arrested. Some of them are Alhaji Lawal Awelu, Ibrahim Tayo, and Alhaji Dahir Abubakar were all arrested.
The acting director also speaks on the achievement of troops in stabilizing the Southeast.
The proscribed independent people of Biafra and Eastern Security Network element activities in the Southeast, which are reduced drastically within the recent times. However, there were pockets of incidents which were recorded at different locations, such as at Uru West Local Government Area of Imo State, Ebonyi Local Government Area of Ebonyi State. Troops responded to distress calls and carried out raid operations on some independent people of Biafran element enclaves within the period in focus. During some of these operations, troops arrested one of their secretaries, Mr. Obinna Nwite, and recovered 4 pistols, 3 long barrel guns, 18 rounds of assorted ammunition, and minutes of meeting book containing some names of independent people of Biafra members' names. The arrested militia and all recovered items have been handed over to appropriate security agencies for further action.
With these ongoing victories being recorded, it is no doubt that the Nigerian Army, under the command leadership of General Yahaya, working in joint environment with other sister agencies, is eager to ensure that Nigeria is safe again, and this they have shown by taking the fight to the enclaves of terrorists, bandits, and insurgents. Shirley Daniels, Security Watch Africa, Abuja.
Well, welcome back. Yes, quickly also let's bring you the reports from the Nigeria Police Force. During the week, the Force Public Relations Officer, CP Frank Mba, paraded about 32 suspected criminals of various crimes they committed, and their weapons and ammunition are recovered. Sit back as we bring you this report put together by Peggy Agbe.
Inasmuch as criminals will not cease from committing crimes, officers and men of the Nigerian police force will not stop hunting them down. This Tuesday in Abuja, the first public relations officer, CP Frank Mba, paraded over 32 suspects arrested for various offenses ranging from armed robbery, kidnapping, cattle rustling, car theft, trafficking in drugs, rape, and other heinous crimes. CP Mba gave insights on the weapons and drugs recovered from the suspects.
From these suspects, a total of 19 AK-47 rifles were recovered, 3 revolver pistols, 2 G3 rifles, 1 submachine gun, 2 locally made rifles, 1 general purpose machine gun, different types of knives, a total of 453 rounds of live ammunition, and 17 vehicles of different makes recovered from car thieves.
Amongst those paraded were a 6-man armed robbery and car theft gang who operates in different parts of Nigeria and specializes in snatching Toyota Corolla cars and Toyota Hilux. One of the suspects, Kasimu Mohammed, said he has been in the car snatching business for 3 years and has stolen 30 cars so far. Kasimu said that he transports the cars across to Niger Republic and sells to one Alhaji Garba, who is a car and arms dealer. The first public relations officer disclosed that over 15 stolen cars have been recovered and called on those whose vehicles might have been stolen to come forward.
If you're an owner, if you're a car owner and you've got a Toyota Corolla car, a Toyota Camry car, or a Toyota Hilux car, you need to take extra measures to secure your cars. You need to go the extra mile in ensuring that you install appropriate car theft preventing measures in your car. And you need to ensure that you park these cars in very secure places. Investigations have also discovered that apart from snatching these cars at gunpoint, they also love to remove these cars from where they are parked. Again, most incidents where cars are removed from where they are parked take place where there are crowded car parks. Therefore, if you're going to the cinema to watch a movie, if you're going to the market to shop, especially when it involves prolonged shopping, if you're going to the church or to the mosque where you intend to spend a pretty lengthy time praying, if you're attending a wedding ceremony, if you're attending a birthday party, or if you are attending a nightclub, you must go the extra mile to ensure that you take proper measures to protect your cars from these thieves.
Another 5-man gang of robbers terrorizing Tafa along Abuja-Kaduna Road were also busted.
These 3 suspects, aged 35, 40, and 37 respectively, on the 3rd day of November 2021, carried out a very deadly attack in a neighborhood somewhere in Tafa axis along Abuja-Kaduna Road. In the process, they kidnapped one Hajara Ibrahim and Fatima Haruna. One of those 2 women was pregnant as at the time of accident, while the other was actually a nursing mother. In spite of all their pleas, they took them hostage, injured their husband, almost gouging out his eyes, and went on to sexually assault these women. They also rustled or stole about 24 cows within that area belonging to Abdul Bature. On receipt of this very disturbing information, operatives of the STS attached to the Force Intelligence Bureau swung into action, and by the 6th of November 2021, 3 days after, they staged a high-risk rescue operation, but successfully rescued these 2 women unhurt, arresting 4 of the suspects. One of them is critically injured and is in the hospital. 2 are at large, and we're closing up on them.
So this is my neighbors. They used to steal our cows. Before we know, after STS arrest them, then we confirm saying that them. And we go confirm, we ask them. They say that they're the ones. There are almost 5 in number. So after stealing our cow again, last year, the first kidnapping, then kidnapper, rapier, collected the money from the husband. So we never confirm saying that them. After this STS them, we confirm say as we come ask them, they didn't argue. They said that they are the ones, and we they're very close. Whatever we do, everything wedding we do together. So we don't know what we did to them. There's still about 12 and 24 cows. So they confirm that.
The first public relations officer encouraged citizens to be vigilant, especially around their neighborhood, and report any suspicious activities to the police.
It is also a strong lesson for all of us. Oftentimes when crimes take place within our neighborhood, we actually think, or we oftentimes think, that the perpetrators are from the Mars, or from somewhere in Russia or in Ghana. We must continually watch who our neighbors are, what they do, and how they live their lives. We must also be quick to report strange occurrences in our neighborhood to the police, and we must work with our local police stations, police officers, and law enforcement officers within our communities to keep our communities safe.
The police spokesman assured Nigerians of the Nigerian Police Force's commitment to secure the country and urged citizens to always come to the police with information to aid with investigations.
Be careful the people you employ. Be mindful of the information you pass out to people around you. And be discreet about your successes, your financial transactions, and the progress you're making in your career, your business, and your family life.
Peggy Agbe, Security Watch Africa, Abuja.
This advice can never be be too much. It's very, very important, especially at this period of the year when criminals are doubling their effort to ensure that they deprive you of your valuable properties and even your lives. So you must imbibe that to ensure that you know those around you, your environment, and what they do is very, very important. Like Abdul Bature's case, his neighbors, where people he eats together, are where his problems. Yes, let's also go to Delta State. The year is coming to an end, and the police in Delta State are making every effort to ensure that the people celebrate peacefully. Sit back as we bring you this report by Shekina Chinkere.
In preparation for the Yuletide celebrations, Delta State Police Command has intensified stop and search, raids on black spots and patrols along the major highways in and out of the state to ensure that the people continue to enjoy peace and security. The Commissioner of Police, CP Ari Muhammad Ali, spoke with a team of Security Watch Africa in his office in Asaba on how prepared the police in the state are for this Yuletide period.
We have given out our marching orders to our men everywhere. Crime is being taken care of. Traffic is being taken care of. Patrols are on. Networking generally with members of the public is on. Our informants are everywhere. Stop and search is on. Raiding of criminal hideouts, so black spots, especially at weekends like this, is on. One thing I must tell you is that I don't believe in reactive policing. I believe in proactive policing, not allowing something to happen before we start going after it. You will fail. But when you don't give room at all for anything to happen, that is better managed and handled. And that is why this state, from now to the end of December, I don't think you will hear any negative thing coming from here. The people are cooperating in the spirit of community policing. Other agencies are collaborating and working well with us. The state government has been very supportive. On a general note, I want to say we're on top of the situation here.
CPRE emphasized that the preparations for this Yuletide period has long begun before now, as the command is only implementing strategies already put in place.
As a good teacher, you have seen it coming. It's now left for you to plan. And that plan, we have since finished our plan. We're only but actualizing and putting what we have planned on table, matching it with action.
The CP commends the people of Delta State for their constant support and pledge to ensure that they have a peaceful celebration, and also warns anyone who dares to disturb the peace of the state to either repent or stay out of the state.
My good people of Delta State, I want to thank them. I want to call for their support to continue to partner with this command, to continue to collaborate with us, to continue to network with us. It is your partnership with the police that is helping every one of us. That Delta State is calm today is not just the making of the police. Everybody has been very supportive toward this, and God is number one, And all of us are partnering together. We want to see that partnership continue in that spirit. And to my friends, the criminals who are out there, I want to warn them once more to relocate out of the state. They should relocate and find a safe haven wherever they think they can go. Delta for today, I want to assure them, is a no-go area for all of them. If you want to remain with us, then repent and be part of it all. Then you enjoy your stay.
Security Watch Africa team also visited some of the points where policemen in Delta State were positioned by the head bridge into Onitsha, Anambra State. Shekina Chinkere, reporting for Security Watch Africa, Asaba, Delta State.
Policing must always be proactive. When you take proactive measure, you will not spend energy and resources chasing after these criminals. You stop them before they commit their crime, and the society will be better off. But the irony of it is that when police are working behind and making sure no crime is committed, and the public may think the police is not working. They are working even when you don't see any crime being committed. Police are also working. On that note, we must end for other programs to continue. And like I said, we're in the spirit of celebration. AIT is 25, and we can't stop celebrating it until the years, another 50 years, the AIT will continue to be. Until we come your way again next week, I say thanks for staying tuned, and bye for now.